Gezi, congratulations. What a win that was. Just some of your emotions after that one for us.
Yeah, I'm just thankful to get over the winning line. I was not cruising, but felt pretty good at three sets up. I knew Joe probably could have had one or two of those sets, so I knew he could come back at me, which he did. But yeah, I didn't expect things to happen like a 170 out to stay in the match. But I'm just glad to get over the winning line.
The drama of that deciding set, just how did you keep your composure in those moments, especially with that 170 and then Joe has the throw again?
No clue. I don't know. I didn't even know it was the last leg. I just kept going. And then he shouted, game short on the match. I thought it was one more leg to go.
Obviously, the emotion come out of you at the end, winning here. Obviously, you had your title win here, but it was in the COVID year. A win here is massive for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, any win is good for me. Not the way I've played, but the results I've had this year. And, I haven't played too bad, but just things haven't gone my way. But, yeah, I didn't think it was going to go my way halfway through that game, but thankfully it did.
It's been a testing year for you at times this year, but do you feel you're finding your form at the right time again?
Yeah, I thought I played pretty decent most of that game, but just let Joe come back into the game. Put myself under a lot of pressure, which I normally do, and that's probably why I've lost a lot of games this season. But yeah, I'm still in. Another Welshman in the next round. Good friend of mine, but yeah, it's no friends up on that hockey.
As you mentioned, Johnny Clayton up next, someone you know very well. Just what do you think? How do you think that game's going to go?
Hopefully I'm going to win, but both of us have come through a similar game where I think Johnny was 3-0 up and could have gone right to the wire. No, it didn't go right like it was with me, 5-0, but yeah, it's, hopefully I can get in front of him and that doesn't happen, but yeah, we both had probably similar games.
Gezi, congratulations. Just describe what it's like being involved in a match like that, in that sort of atmosphere, because that's probably the loudest I've seen the arena in 10 days.
To be honest, I was like trying to drown the crowd out. I was trying to just keep in the zone, and I was against the darts, and then, trying a little bit too hard when it was my throw. And yeah, like I said, I didn't even know 5-0. I didn't know it was the last leg. I thought just break him again, and then it's my throw. But yeah, it was the last leg.
Did you walk under a ladder or something in the last week? Because there was a period, wasn't there, where the doubles just didn't want to go in. Yeah,
that's just me trying a little bit too hard and wanting to win a little bit too much. And when my season's gone the way it have, then you just scraping for wins. If I'd won the Grand Slam and then I won that game easy. But I'm just trying a little bit too hard.
Going forwards then, in the next round, I mean, you've had everything go against you there. You've had a 170 check out to take it to a deciding leg. How much can you draw on kind of the resilience you showed just then in that final half an hour or so? Is that something that you're really going to take in your back pocket with you up onto the hockey next time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't want those games, but when you do, you've got it in your back pocket and it's in your armour that you've been to the well and come back. I don't want another game like that, but if I do, I know I can come through it. But yeah, I've had loads of those games this season and they haven't gone my way, but the luck's starting to change.
Johnny Clayton next, countryman, teammate. What's the mindset for that? How do you kind of put aside the friendship? Because you say no friendships on the hockey.
I just go into every game exactly the same. I'm not playing Johnny, I'm just going up and I'm playing the board similar to what I normally do. It doesn't matter if I'm playing Johnny, Joe, Michael, anyone. I go up and concentrate on my game, and yeah, we'll shake hands after, and the best man wins.
Congratulations.
No worries.
Gezi, many congratulations. We've seen you win many titles over the year, but I haven't seen you that emotional at the end of a game for a long time. Why does this mean so much?
It's the World Championship. I mean,
yeah, it's only a round 3 game. When we've seen you win major titles,
doesn't matter. I mean, it's the biggest tournament of the year. It doesn't matter if it's round 1, 2, 3, or if it's a final. For me, every game is a final.
We've heard you talk about luck and that this year. Do you believe one result and one game like this just can completely flip everything around for you?
Yeah, just one tournament. I mean, I'll win this. I'm world number 2. I mean, after the year I've had, I'm possibly 18 months. Probably don't deserve that, but if I win it, then I'm there, and it gives me, it eases the pressure, for the next couple of months.
We saw you again. The celebrations about the hunger is there. Is this the best you felt all year?
Halfway through that game, yeah.
Gezi, we talked after round 2 about motivation and how that's really there. Do the celebrations and the way you behaved up on stage, does that really show that the motivation is back there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, probably haven't seen that over the last 12, 18 months, but I don't force it. It just comes out, and it's the biggest tournament of the year. So yeah, that's probably why I say.
When Joe is coming back at you in that game, is the pressure building for yourself as he's coming back into it? Is that how it feels when you're up on stage?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm 3-0 up and it's 3-all and he has throw. I mean, there's probably no more pressure that you can have on your shoulders, and I kept breaking him, but couldn't hold my throw, and yeah, I'm just glad I got over the winning line, because I never thought I was going to win that game, when it got to 3-all.
Why in particular have the desire levels seem to have come back for yourself, especially up on that stage tonight? Is there anything you can put your finger on surrounding that?
Yeah, but missing the Grand Slam, probably one of my favourite tournaments, and having more time off than I normally do, and just realising that without darts, probably life's a little bit boring. Like,
Gerwyn, huge well done on that win. After Joe's last game with his press conference, there was a lot of talk. Does that spotlight add any more pressure on this game?
I prefer it on him than me, so happy days.
People talk about what levels the people have, and they talk about the top players, that Humphreys, Van Gerwen, Littler can go through these gears. But where is your A game, do you feel like, compared to those guys?
If my A game comes, I win the tournament, simple. But it's whether my A game's there. We all love to play at our best all the time, but it don't happen. And it's not. To be honest, I don't think it's how good is your A game. It's how good your B game and your C game. Can you get the wins? And I did today.
And do you feel like you can continue through this tournament and get better and better as the format goes on and as the tournament goes on?
Definitely. I mean, set by set, I think the next round is the same, best of 7, and then it goes up and up, and I just probably get into my comfort zone then.
Just Gerwyn, well done tonight. Thank you.
No worries.